Anyway. It is time for us to continue the Dead Heat Summer Race event, which we got these highlights to do, followed by probably the ending conclusion, because I believe this race is already over, since I can't do any of the quests anymore. So yeah, 4th area race highlights. I guess we're bringing Sanzong. I mean, Sanzong or mystery guest. And who knows who mystery guest could be? It could be anyone. It could even be Sanzong. Anyway, what's our opponents? Those? Yeah, okay, we're fine with this team. Oh yeah, remember when last we left off, we had to deal with all of the Orion bears here in Artemis's Valley of the Boobs.
When it comes to matters of love, I am of course a most understanding emperor. With my great expertise, I've determined that this must be a lover's quarrel between the bear and the goddess. While it would be entertaining to watch, right now I'm a racer. I will drive through this valley whether she permits it or not. Agreed. Love, hate, romance. Such things appear without reason, stubbornly remain, then disappear before you know it. They're like stains you are unsure whether you should clean or not. Now is not the time to worry over such trifles. We must push on. It's not going to be that easy. Open fire, me! Drat, there are just too many of them. We cannot possibly navigate such a storm of arrows. Damn it, look out! You're going to hit the hillside! Phew. They're so soft as to be infuriating, but they're also in our way. There is such a thing as too big, you know. As they say, just enough is plenty, and indeed mine are perfect. You're wrong. The bigger they are, the happier they make, darling. Now's our chance! Tactical genius that I am, I have a cunning plan to trap them all. Who needs Zhuge Liang when you've got Nobu? It's a shame I couldn't do it myself, but I could watch sabers taking double damage from archers all day. Sweet satisfaction. Wait, is it just regular damage now since they're technically a rider and caster? No, I can practically see their souls being crushed, so it's all good. That's the good stuff. It's going to take a lot more than that to get past all of me.
So many arrows.
Stand still and just let me catch you already.
A school swimsuit, huh? Not bad at all. But it's what's inside the swimsuit that counts. And your body's just too young to fill it out properly.
Is this him? No.
Now, don't let it get you down. You may not believe this coming from me, but it doesn't matter if you're real or fake. What matters is whether this love is real or not. Personally, I think you're well on your way to being great someday. Seriously, one more step up and you're there. A few more years and you'll be busting out in all the right places. Then I won't be able to stop myself from... what's that? You'll never grow anymore. Well, that's too bad.
I will thank you to stop hitting on my daughter so brazenly, and in my presence, little bear.
Between Medjed, my mummies, and your summon characters, we're covering a lot of ground. But there's just so many of them that we can't... Ah!
Oh yeah, these are surprisingly well balanced. Size, color, shape, they're the total package. Between you and your partner, you've got all your second bases covered. How's about letting me join your team? I could be your mascot.
But why, you little... Get away from me, and unless you're the one we're looking for, in which case give yourself up. Damn, he's so fast! Do you know the story of Wardon?
Chat, do you know the story of Wardon? That's from the 1001 Nights. That's quite the reference.
Who's that? In brief, a shop owner named Wardan finds a suspicious woman who'd always buy an unusual amount of things and decides to follow her. Only to end up seeing something completely unexpected in her basement. Something really, truly unexpected.
That is the most safe for work abridged version of them all.
Wow, it's no wonder you're a storyteller. That was just a few short sentences and I'm already dying to know what happens next. What did he see? Well, it turns out that the woman and the bear she was keeping there... Essentially, the moral of the story is that bears have dangerous appetites. Do with that knowledge what you will.
She fuck a bear? Yes, that story is about a woman who was keeping a bear with her to fuck. It is an actual story from 1001 Nights.
Did you really need to tell me that story now? How can that possibly be helpful?
Poor Nito Chris. She didn't need to live with that information.
This is by far the worst indecency I've seen so far. Nothing but shameful, forbidden acts everywhere I look. The problem lies with those bears. In a way, they're an even more direct threat to public decency than what happened in the area we just left. Yeah, these are some seriously bad bears. I remember a bear named the Black Wind Demon once stole my Kasaya. Thankfully, Wukong got it back for me. I once thought that a bear would make a good playmate for my son, but these Orion bears won't do at all. That does it. I've made my decision. Now is the time to stand my ground. I shall do everything within my power to see that decency is upheld. If I see something shameful taking place in the east, I shall fly there like a bolt of lightning. If I hear of something shameful taking place in the west, I shall come down like a peal of thunder.
Calm down, Thor.
Yes, in order to preserve decency in this depraved world, I must become lightning itself. I kind of feel like that's what she's been doing all along anyway, though. If I am truly to be swift as lightning, I do not have the luxury of being choosy with my methods. The time has come to put this attire aside. This outfit is both a symbol of my determination to keep the world decent, and the shackles that keep my true power restrained. Whoa, really? I think so. When I showed it to Kintoki before coming here, he told me. Raiko, whatever you do, you better not take that outfit off. You need to keep covered up, or... Then he trailed off while avoiding looking me in the eye. As a mother, I could tell how worried he was about me. However, if it will serve the greater good, I have no compunctions about shedding even this outfit. It should be all right. I'm sorry to depend on you for assistance, but you've proven yourself a trustworthy companion. If something should go wrong, I have faith that you'll take action. I'm not totally sure what you're talking about, but the Buddha's clearly still on your side. I see no problem with me continuing to assist you. Anna, thank you very much. I truly do hope that the Buddha blesses me with his protection. Alright, here goes.
Henshin!
What the? This aura. I sense a new phenomenal rack nearby, but where?
There! Hubba hubba, it's like they have their own gravitational pull, and I'm helpless to resist. Oh ho, this is handy. Instead of us going after them, it looks like they're coming right to us. Ah, and I believe I've just been hit with a Divine Buddha inspiration. If we can't tell the fake ones from the real one, we can just string them all up. If we hand over all the bears, one of them has to be the genuine article. I'm sure the goddess can figure it out if we bring them all to her. It's not like she told us to only bring her the real one, after all, so we should still be able to meet her condition this way. Alright, I feel good about our chances now. Maybe I'll even roll up my Kasaya so I can really let loose.
Whoa, there's another great pair over here. They've got a really nice shape too. I think I'm in love. She kind of seems like a pushover too, the type who's surprisingly innocent about this sort of thing. I dig it.
Eh? It looks like they're coming to me now too, for some reason. Is my virtue that obvious? So much so that just looking at me makes them want to come over so I can admonish them? If they are coming to greet us of their own accord, then that will save us time. Come, we'll capture every one of these creatures and give them the chastisement they so richly deserve.
My voice did poor at the Ara Ara voice.
Ara ara mama.
Anyway, that seems about the best possible.
遊びはほどほどに。わかりますね。
It seems like the best possible strategy
血物目が。
that they could go for.
よく潰す。へい。はぜよ。はぜよ。
It's simple. Just lead them to you.
Hikayo! どう楽しみです。迷うな。潰れて死ね。狙い撃ちです。潰れて死ね。
Flee. Oh. He ran away. Okay then. What a coward!
録音よかろう。楽しみです。フリーズ。はぜよ。
What
楽しみです。録音。えい、と。録楽しみです。どう潰す。
It's simple, chat. If we oughta her first, then she can't oughta us. It's the perfect counter strategy.
不打ち者めが不打ち者めが裏打ちはしません。貴様どうあれ迷うな。カウントレイジーアマゾン。はぜよ砕けよ肉感やり果てるがいい。ホールドアップ。ビッグロックを楽しみです。
Time for swimming.
スイミング。華麗、あまりにも華麗。小柱と血でエクスカリバービビアーン。エクスシュート。よかろう。遠慮はしませんとも。潰す。潰れて死ね。浜辺はきれいに。何事も後片付けが大切です。
Huh. We got more plate and wheel drops than we did screw drops. Not at all what I was expecting. Alright, come with me, Raiko.
You shall not escape, beastly disturbers of public decency. My lightning shall straighten you out. Wickedness, be gone!
Yeah! She's gonna kill me.
Stop that!
Ooh, voice.
Stop that! I never told you to treat them that way. Leave my darlings alone! Huh? I didn't even notice we'd made it all the way to the depths of the valley. Still, now that we've caught most of the bears, this could work out nicely. Hey, Lady Goddess, we brought you your boyfriend. Well, so much for that idea. She's so worked up that she's not even listening. Guess I'll just have to go with my old standby for getting people to calm down. Sutras. This'll be my first time reciting to a foreign goddess, so she might not understand what I preach. But that's okay. Physical Buddha power admonishes the soul just as well as the body. Here goes nothing.
Ah, yes. Just smack her upside the head a few hundred times. Perfect. Truly, that is the proper strategy to partake in.
影の風紀委員長の力お見せいたしましょう。
Chat, she is our Fukuincho. Aru.
遠慮はしませんとも。そのよ。立っていられるか。録音。よかろう。 えいこういざ潰れて死ね
How you deal with gods slash goddesses? I mean, if Ishtar is any proof, that's pretty much right.
遠慮はロックオンはいえいこうせい
Ice the 3-star Orion. That's a fun name.
迷うな
ではそのように空気のためですね。
はぜよせい
Alright, there we go. Raiko's all set to go.
ええ、
よかろう
ではそのように
せい砕けよせい
Wow, it's surprisingly less damage than I thought it would be.
ロックオン遠慮はしませんとも
はい
フリーズ
Tama Lancer is just Tama Caster modified.
立っていられるか遠慮はし楽しみ遠
Wait,
慮はしませんとも
7 left? Nanda?
えいとエクスシュート楽しいえい
Hey!
Alright, we got a bunch of Artemises to fight. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
ロックオンよかろう遠慮はしませんともフリーズはぜよえい
And they all have a tiny little break bar to be as annoying as possible. Okay then.
迷うなホールドアップ裏打ちはしませんよかろう
では
どう
そのように
潰す潰れて死ねいざ潰れて死ねえいやった
Wow. The criticals.
裏打ちはしませんええ楽しロックオン
Why does every Artemis have to have a break
華麗
bar?
あまりにも華麗小柱と血でエクスカリバービビアン
This is just a needlessly long fight. Because of it. Oh well.
シュー
これでどうか。
トや
Well, yeah, of course it's easy. I mean, look at them.
ー不立ち者めが
ならばご覧に入れましょう。ではそのようにええはい
Okay, this Artemis gets hyper killed.
御図天の東方神帝釈天の金剛書今こそ来たるてあらゆる敵を撃滅せん釈大隊員の金剛書いざ空気を乱す輩は粛清です
どうか。
A.
ロックを遠慮はしませんとも。スイミングの時間です。水面に光るは勝利の剣、エクスカリバービビアーフリーズエクスシュート楽しい。
A crit. Das Crit. How can she crit?
立っていられるか。
たまには上品にな。空気のではそのように。
からカウントレイジー
Hopefully these all count as actual servant enemies for the weekly quest. If they don't, that would be extra annoying.
これでどうか。
They do? Well, that's
自
good.
分の目が
容赦しませんからね。空気のためですね。
迷うな。いざ潰れてしまえ。
踊り足りないな。これでは。
Easy victory. Die, and I cannot stress this enough. Shori. Speaking of Dai Shori, can we get F's in chat for my girl Okita, who still, yet again, has not gotten a summer servant yet? As of this moment, at least. Everybody's sad. Minglo.
That should keep you in line in respecting your public decency for a while.
I never knew Eastern boobs were so scary. Ugh.
Now look what you've done. I've never seen Darling shiver in fear like that before. It's downright adorable. Wait, hang on. This is my real Darling, isn't it? Hooray! It's okay, Darling. There's nothing to be scared about. Look, Western boobs. Mine are still the best, right?
Back when I was clinging to those hills shaped as similarly to yours as they were, the sheer size felt new and fresh at the time. But these are always so accessible that I've kind of gotten bored with them.
Darling!
Wait, I didn't mean that. I was still half asleep, and my true feelings just slipped out.
So they are your true feelings. Oh my, I can see it all too clearly. If I were to take Kintoki, your master, in my arms, cradle them to my chest and give them a loving embrace, only for them to tell me that they had gotten bored with me, I cannot even imagine the depths of my despair. Does this mean that you're still a bad bear? Was your earlier punishment insufficient? Now that we've found the real one, I think I might have an idea. Are you familiar with this golden headband? Ana, isn't that the same one that your disciple Sun Wukong wears on his head?
Wait, I've heard of that thing too. You're kidding, right? Please tell me this isn't going where I think it's going.
Here, this is for you. Eh? What's this? It looks like a shiny golden hoop. Try putting it on your pretty little bear friend's head. Hi, hi. So then, if he ever starts acting up, all you have to say is... Huh?
It's tightening. It's tightening. All my stuffing is gonna pop out.
Whoa! What is this? A one-word punishment system made just for my darling? So now if darling ever looks at, touches, thinks of, walks by, or smells another girl, or another girl loses a hair in the street and he steps on it, or he sits in a chair that's still warm from another girl's body heat, or he sees his reflection in a puddle made from raindrops that hit another girl's body, then I can just say, psst, psst. Ow, 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 I can't take this. I really can't. Seriously, look at me. I've got a literal hourglass figure going on. This is amazing. Now darling will never look at anyone but me again.
She's the ultimate yandere for this particular game.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I repent. I promise I'll behave for a while. So please let me keep my stuffing inside. Don't make me choose between a world with nothing but men or death. Oh, darling. You don't need to cry and apologize like that. Happy as I am to hear you say all of that. Now, darling, I can finally go back to having cuddle times together. I'm done being a gatekeeper now, so go ahead and pass through my valley and hills all you like. I see. Very well, since the other teams will soon be catching up, let us go on ahead and catch our breath. From there, we can keep an eye on the others for any signs of indecency. Sounds good to me. I wonder if I should have warned them, since I am a goddess and all. Maybe they'd want to know about the purpose of all the textures that have been placed here, and how that girl is still seething because of what they did. Oh well, I can't catch up to them now anyway, so I might as well not worry about it. Come on, darling, let's you and me enjoy some long overdue one-on-one time. You're not still carrying that shiny golden headband behind your back, are you? Are you? By the way, may I ask you something about that headband? You never truly meant to use it, did you? Nope. You could tell, huh? The one I can produce is just a simple imitation of the one Lady Kanan gave me. It doesn't last very long, so there wouldn't have been much point in putting it on that bear. Besides, I might use it for a while when fighting monsters, but it's not really something I like doing. I see. Is that because it is a sort of one-sided punishment, devoid of love? Well, yeah, that's part of it, but more than that, it's just kind of passive-aggressive, you know? If someone does something wrong, you should just tell them so on the spot and in no uncertain terms. That's what being a teacher is all about, right? And you can't do that if you're mumbling to yourself from the shadows. When I first began my journey, I had a really long way to go. Not to say I don't still have a long way to go even now. And I think Lady Kanan gave it to me as a way of helping me out. But now I don't need its help anymore. These days, I bet I could even reach an understanding with Wukong and with nothing but my bare hands, especially now that I've got so much virtue built up.
Delightworks, when are you adding Wukong so that we can watch him get slapped 10,000 times with the Buddha's palm?
I see. I agree that there are some things which can only be conveyed through direct interaction. That is why I'm on this journey to protect public decency. Exactly! Exactly. I bet I've built up a lot of virtue on this journey alone. And now that it's almost over, I'd like to tell you this again. Thank you for inviting me. I'm glad I did this. I guess the Buddha really was on our side, huh? If only the others were as appropriately ashamed of their unacceptable appearances as you, and had agreed to come on a journey to make amends. This truly is a difficult path that we walk, isn't it? I didn't think I was especially ashamed of my appearance. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not. Anyway, we're almost to the finish line now. We can't celebrate just yet, but since we've made it this far, I say we aim for the top spot.
Hey, Safrudinali. You're, not super late. How did the race end? Let's find out. It was won by none other than the obvious winner, Helena.
Satisfaction ETE! 一番やったわね
Yatta!
この調子でいけば優勝も狙えそうだ。優勝間違いなしと私は言おう。
You know, I kind of almost have their voices somewhat backwards, but I can't not give Edison the deep All Might voice.
なぜならば神なる雷帝を地上に表し、貴様が前に出て喋ってどうするこのパツパツスーツは。
まあまあ
And then there's Team Saberface. And third was, what, Nitocris? Yeah. I was kind of pulling for Team Raikou to get in the top 3 because hearts, but not as many people shared my sympathies, I guess. Had a sort of hard farm node. I understand, I know. Look, it's always a smart decision to just bet on the easiest farming
夏を
node.
楽しむためにもまとまったらダヴィンチチャ報酬獲得です
Alright, to the Great Bridge. The final stretch. The bridge to glory. Loading. Excuse me? Did something break? I feel like something might have broke. So let's relaunch the game and see if it'll be fixed. caught up on FGO JP, got 1 year anniversary for FGO Arcade. Honestly, I couldn't care less about FGO Arcade. It's a game I'll never ever be able to play because it only exists in Japan, will only forever exist in Japan, and I don't live in Japan. There we go. All right. This time it's working.
Okay, folks, this is it. Win or lose, there's no turning back now. The final area is upon us. All that's left now is the Ishtar Temple at the finish line. Are you ready, racers?
I'm getting nervous again.
All we can do now is watch over everyone on the home stretch. For this area, each team will be leaving the starting line based on how quickly they completed the rest of the race. Team Umu will be way out in front. This will, of course, give some teams an advantage over others, but there's still no way to say for sure how things will play out. And unlike the other areas, this one is a simple straightaway with a single bridge, so each and every team has a shot at victory. You got that, everyone? Now that you've made it this far, you're all bona fide cannonball racers. There will be no retiring, and no giving up. So give your engines all the magical energy you've got. Keep your wheels spinning and make sure you all leave your marks on this land.
Oh!
Alright then, without further ado, let the final area of the Ishtar Cannonball Run begin!
Wouldn't it being a straight-up straightaway give the advantage to the team that starts in the front more than anything? Unless another team has some sort of major straight speed advantage, then the team that starts in the front should be insurmountable. Oh well, let's ignore the logic and go back to story.
Our tires have lost some of their traction by this point, but we're still on top for the moment. Once we make it to the bridge, none shall be able to pass us. How fare the other teams, Drama Queen? No. They remain close behind us. I suppose we should expect no less from our rivals who have kept pace with us this whole time. Whatever happens, do not take your foot off the accelerator. Is that clear, Trenchcoat? The tires may have worn down, and the smallest vibration may now cause us to skid around a bit, but Red Venus's engine is still going strong. As its drivers, we cannot afford to hesitate, even for a moment. If we should slip off the bridge, then so be it. Of course. Though I am loath to admit it, you and I are in full agreement, Drama Queen. Once we're past that treacherous bridge, I shall shower you in ale myself.
Babbage, now that we've come this far, we must not settle for anything less than victory. I know that. Explosive steam turbo boost, go!
Ooh, here we go!
Are we accelerating even faster? This form incorporates a secret engine to be used only in emergencies. Aha, I see! By the way, would it perchance make use of nitro? Just steam! Indubitably. At any rate, let's give all we have in the final stretch. Who knew races could be so much fun?
I believe we've reached the crucial point in this competition. I am well aware of that, Monk Sanzang. Now is the time to demonstrate my true Shadow Prefect power. Is that clear, Kyogoku, my beloved steed? Then run with all your might.
Nay! Translation, I'll follow you anywhere, Prefect. Nay!
Oh man, they're leaving me in the dust. What's the deal with that horse anyway? Well, I can worry about that later. Time to kick it up a notch, Bylong. Show them what the next great Dragon King of the West can really do.
Leave it to me, Lady Sanzong. I'll run to the ends of the earth if I have to.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Keep it up. I expected no less from you, great monk. Come, let us show everyone that we prefects are not to be trifled with. Hi-ho, Kyogoku!
Hi-ho, Silver. That's a reference nobody will understand. Nobody here is old enough for that reference, not even me, and I'm old as the dirt.
The Emperor and the King are out in front, huh? Looks like they may well cross the finish line first. But not if Mahatma has anything to say about it. Time to show everyone my Kumara wheel's ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous speed? Hold on, Lady Blavatsky. Can you really achieve such speeds on land?
No, I can't. Sorry. I just said that because it sounded good.
But can you at least go to plaid speed? What?
But that is about how fast I want to go, and it does have a super acceleration feature, though the G-forces make it a little rough. But I'm afraid we don't have enough magical energy to use it.
Glance. That's where we come in. Indeed. Other teams may not have that sort of energy, but it's not a problem for us. With our Thunderdome! Our Thunderdome's true worth lies in exceptional electrical generation. Now that we are in the heat of the race's homestretch, we can crank it up to 256 times its normal output. Let me handle converting electricity into magical energy. Don't worry, I just need to invert the standard galvanism. I do end up taking a significant amount of damage in the process, so I can't make use of this secret technique very often. But for you, Lady Blavatsky, I would be glad to. As would I, my lady. We will have the Thunderdome run at full capacity.
Thanks, guys. I love you both. Okay then, whenever you're ready.
Indeed. Naturally.
Kumara wheel?
Ultra acceleration! It's time to kick this turbo duel into overdrive, you say? Why am I so British?
Thanks to my excellent observational skills, I can tell that now's the time to settle this race once and for all. This is our watershed moment. Go! Full throttle! Do not let up on that rudder one bit, mysterious something or whatever. That car with the two saber faces out in front is driven by nothing less than two of my mortal enemies. I see your unwavering dedication to your goal is as strong as ever. I gotta be honest, it kinda freaks me out. But since we've come this far, there's no stopping now. We're inextricably linked. This shall be our Oke Hazama. You've got it, Nobu. Go, Artorium! Surpass your limits, Demon King of the V6 Heaven! To the skies and beyond! Red Zone! Keep going, Pharaoh Legend. By the time this is over, you really will be a legend. Just watch me, Pharaoh Ozymandias, Pharaoh Iskander, Cleopatra, and every other pharaoh. Soon, I'll have attained the sort of glory due to all pharaohs by right of birth, with my own hands. Oh no! We are going too fast. The vehicle's practically shaking itself apart. We're going to die. Stay strong. We can't slow down now, because right now it's like the legend is swinging around a huge weight. If we stop it too soon, we'll slam against the window and die. So if you don't want to die, our only option right now is to go even faster and sling the weight even further. I suppose that does make sense. It worked! Be prepared for anything, as they say. I knew it was worth taking that Sphinxology correspondence course in case we ever had a Sphinx deficiency. They were dead on about being able to convince people with any possible analogy as long as you say it with conviction.
Fake it until you make it, chat.
Now go forth, my son! You are beholden to none but the sky. There is nothing and no one that can stop you.
Vroom.
No surprise here, folks. Every team is going full throttle. No one's giving an inch. Each vehicle is approaching the final part of the race, the bridge spanning a deep ravine at the same time. It all comes down to this. Which team will manage to cross the bridge first?
It's Doki Doki.
Do it!
The answer is the bridge was destroyed, right?
What the? What is this? Ugh, I can't steer. Something has cut down the bridge. Damn it, I can't steer with all this debris. Now's the time to blast off. Eh? We'll just smack into the ground faster at this angle. YOLO! Well, I guess this is how it ends. We're falling! We're falling!
It's time to yeet ourselves into the ravine. Whoa! Whoa!
What was that? What was that, Senpai? The whole bridge just collapsed.
Who could that mysterious person with a giant dildo whip be?
I hope you all enjoyed yourselves, because the fun's over now. You're going to pay dearly for messing up my country. There's so many things I don't understand right now, but the first thing we need to worry about is that everyone fell to the bottom of that ravine. I'm still picking up spirit origin readings for everyone, but none of them are moving anymore. I don't know if this is relevant or not, but we also lost the signals from all of our nearby relay drones as the bridge went down. So unfortunately, it's a little hard to tell what's going on.
Well, we've got to help them.
Agreed. Ishtar? Ishtar, can you help get us to them, like you did when you brought them the supply... Ishtar? Oh, yeah, of course. I'll send Mana out right away. In the meantime, get all the first aid supplies and stuff ready to go. Okay.
Oh!
Damn. We were so close. This just became a huge pain in the ass.
Is Foe actually that big? Foe is tiny. Foe is real small. I just gave Foe a deep voice because chat thought it was silly to give him a deep voice. And I was like, okay then. I'll give him a deep voice. Deep Man Foe. Foe's got the manliest voice of all the creatures in all of Caldia. Hey, Apex Foo, thank you very much for the resub for 4 months in a row. Welcome back. Final stretch, Bridge to Glory continues. Unless that was the one we just did, and it did the thing where it didn't count it because of the day reset stuff. I think that's literally the one we just did, and it didn't count it. It certainly looks like it. Yup, it is. Alright then.
What a surprise.
Why didn't it count it? Because the daily reset happened while I was doing that, and so it gave me my rewards coming out of it, but it didn't count the mission being completed in case something... It's like a failsafe in the programming in case something bugs to make sure it doesn't completely bug, I guess. I don't know. Because it can kick you out right in the middle of the story. Alright then, it looks like for the time being, we are done with story time. Hooray!